Shabbat, Perek Yudaled, Mishnah Gimel. Oh, this is, it's actually very relevant even to today. Mishnatenu dana bi'inyanei refuah ha'asurim b'Shabbat. Our Mishnah is going to teach us about medicine which is forbidden on Shabbat. Omnam cholesh yesh bo sakana. We're not talking about a sick person that is in danger, obviously. Va'afilu safek sakana. Even a sick person that might be in danger, that it's a safek where is he in danger, mutar lechalel alav Shabbat. Such a person, you're allowed to do anything for him. You're allowed to break Shabbos for him. Ve'la'asot lo et kol tzarchav. You're allowed to do whatever he asks. If a sick person put on the light, you put off the light for him. He says, my eyes, whatever he wants, that's what you do. אבל מי שיש לו מיחוש שאין בו סכנה, somebody that has, I don't know, he has a headache. Not a migraine, a regular headache. It's חולה, he's got a cold.
נשברה לו היד.
I'm not sure. Let's not go there. I'm not sure what the situation is. It's a good question. Yeah, so if you're a doctor and you know it's not dangerous, then it's not dangerous. But if you're not a doctor, how would you know? Sometimes you can... Yeah, sometimes it can protrude, it can make a thing. I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know what it's called.
You're not going to die from it. You know that if your hand broke or your finger, or you got a cut, a long cut, deep cut, you need stitches.
Okay.
But you stop the thing and
That's a good question. I'm not sure about breaking things.
Okay. But
you're right. Yeah.
You know.
So gazru bo chachamim, if you're just a little bit sick, a headache, an earache, you got whatever, שלא ישתמש בתרופות בשבת. Somebody who's not very, very dangerous is not allowed to use medicine on Shabbat. Why? What's the chashash? You see, over here today, nobody prepares medicine. Even if you go 100 years ago, every housewife was a chemist. I think your wife does this. She's got all these plants, right? And she goes and she mixes them. Yeah, everybody was a chemist. Every housewife was a chemist 100 years ago. So, in other words, they would prepare the medicine as they need it. You're worried maybe he's going to come and start grinding his spices. Shehi toldat hatochen. This is an offspring of grinding. Beram, bechole shenafal hamishkav. In somebody who's in bed, there are opinions, שאף על פי שאין בו סכנה, even though it's not danger, he's got a headache, he's going to get up in 2 hours, לא גזרו בו חכמים, מותר להשתמש בתרופות בשבת. It says there's no decree, and he's allowed to use medicine on Shabbat. Today I know many people take Tylenol, many people take Advil, they've got a headache and they're not very sick, they still take Tylenol and Advil. I think part of the reason why they do it today is because nobody's grinding today. Yeah, so they find the leeway, but it doesn't matter if nobody does it today. Once the Chachamim says not to do it, one is not allowed to do it. Okay? Mishnatenu ba lelamed, our Mishnah comes to teach us, שכל דבר המשמש מאכל ומשקה לבריאים. So here comes the thing. If you're not allowed to take medicine on Shabbat, it's not like today where medicine is only made in a laboratory somewhere. In that time, medicine was things that you would find, plants, and things that everybody would find, you'll find everywhere. So the question is this, how would you know if it's medicine or not? The question is, would a healthy person eat it? If a healthy person eats it, it's food. If a healthy person won't eat it, it's medicine. I'll give you an example in our time. In our time, when me and you were small, your grandmother probably gave you shemen cake. Shemen dagim. You remember? Nobody eats it. You don't eat the shemen dagim just like this. Maybe on something.
Only like a vitamin.
So the question is, are you allowed to take shemen dagim if you got a headache? If it helps you? And the answer is no. Because why? Nobody eats it. But if everybody eats it, then you can eat it because it's food. That's the idea behind it. משנתנו בא ללמד שכל דבר המשמש מאכל ומשקה לבריאים, anything that is used as food or drink for someone who is healthy, מותר לבעל מיחוש לאכלו, somebody who has a small headache is allowed to eat it or to drink it, אף כשהוא מתכוון לרפואה, even though he's doing it to heal himself. אבל דבר שאינו אלא לרפואה, but something that's only used for medicine, אסור לאוכלו או לשתותו בשבת. You're not allowed to eat it or drink it on Shabbat. So, let's start. אין אוכלים איזוביון בשבת. You don't eat איזוביון on Shabbat. איזוביון הוא מין אזוב. איזוביון it's a type of אזוב, the greenery, the green stuff, המשמש תרופה להמית התולעים שבמעיים. When you eat it, it kills the worms that's in your stomach. So this kind of vegetable that you ate it kills the worm. ובא המשנה ללמד, the Mishnah comes to teach us, שאסור לאוכלו בשבת. That you're not allowed to eat it on Shabbat. It says, why not allowed to eat its food? I'm eating it as food. It's seaweed, whatever it's whatever it is. It says, לפי שאינו מאכל בריאים, because no healthy people eat it. It says, it's not food. If it was food, it's one thing, but since it's only used for medicine, you're allowed to use it in Shabbat. ומוכח הדבר שאוכלו לשם רפואה, and therefore you are proving that you're eating it for food, for medicine. וכבר ביארנו לעיל, we already mentioned above, שאסור להשתמש בתרופות בשבת לריפוי מיחוש שאין בסכנה. You're allowed to use medicine on Shabbat for a headache, for something which is not dangerous, for a sickness that one is not in danger. גזרה שמא ישחק סממנים. This is a decree. Maybe he's going to come to grind. אבל הוחל הוא יועזר. But he's allowed to eat יועזר. What's a יועזר? מין צמח, it's a type of plant. מאכל, שהוא תרופה למחלת תולעים שבכבד. It's a medicine for worms that one has in the liver. ומותר לאכלו בשבת, and this one is allowed to eat on Shabbat, לפי שאף בריאים אוכלים אותו. Because also healthy people eat it. I think יועזר is nana. By the nana.
Nana, oh,
yeah.
יועזר.
So since people eat it, drink it, whatever, every day, especially in Israel over here, maybe not all the time. So you can eat it because it's food, even though you're doing it not for food, you're doing it for מחלה. ושותה אבוב רועה, and he's allowed to drink אבוב רועה. What's אבוב רועה? מין צמח ששורים אותו המים. Oh, maybe אבוב רועה is the that you put it. You put him in the water. ואלו משתמשים תרופה למי ששתה מים מוגלים שהוא רלדה לארס. And this is for something that drank water that might have some poison of snakes inside. ומותר לשתות משקה זה בשבת. You're allowed to drink this drink on Shabbat. לפי שגם בריאים רגילים לשתותו. Because also healthy people sometimes drink it. זה הכלל. This is the rule. כל האוכלים, כל המאכלים, all the food, שגם דרך הבריאים לאכלם, that healthy people eat them, אוכל אדם לרפואה. That even if you're not in danger, you're allowed to eat it just for medicine. מותר לאדם שיש לו מיחוש, a person who has a headache, לאכלם בשבת, to eat them on Shabbat, אף כשהוא מתכוון לרפואה, even if he drinks them or eats them only for medicine. וכל המשקין, and all the drinks, שגם בריאים שותים אותם, that also healthy people drink them, שותה אדם לרפואה, a person drinks them for health reasons. חוץ ממי דקלים, except the water of dates. But it's not actually the water of dates, it's the water of dates. What does it mean? מים ממעיין ידוע בארץ ישראל. This is a water from a famous well, spring, in the land of Israel, שיצא מבין שני דקלים, that came, the spring came out between two date trees. ושתייתם הייתה מביאה על ידי שלשול וניקוי המעיים. If you drink it, it will cause you to go to the bathroom. ויש גורסים בירושלמי. So it says that you're not allowed to drink. Because that's people, even though it was a spring water, and people sometimes drank spring water, they only drank this spring water for medicine. So that's why this spring water you don't have to drink. וכוס עיקרים, and a cup of עיקר, משקה העשוי מעיקרים. This is a drink that is done from roots של עשבים ובשמים, of all kinds of spices and grasses. מפני שהן לירוקה. Because they are, you take them for a disease called yeruka. It's tzahevet. How do you call them today in English? Not for the babies. You have tzahevet for the grown-ups.
Oh.
You know, they become yellow. I forgot the name. Okay. שמי הדקלי ומשקי העיקרים הם תרופה לחולי הירקון. That this is a medicine for people who have this disease. ומראה פניהם של חולים אלה, and you can see the faces of these sick people, הכל מכירים ששותים אותם לרפואה. And everybody knows that you drink this one specifically for this disease. בגמרא מבואר, in the Gemara it explains, שכוס עיקרים היה גורם לעקרות. It says it had a side effect also, that if you take this, you cannot have children. ומכאן היה מפורסם בשם זה. This is why it was famous for this name. כדי שבני אדם יזהרו מלשתותו, so that people are not going to drink it, even though it heals you from one disease, it gives you a problem with another. והשתתלו להשיג תרופה אחרת למחלתם. It says, you know what, it's better if you use another medicine. This is too severe, this medicine. אבל שותהו מדקלים לצמאו. But he's allowed to drink the water of דקלים when he's thirsty. מי שאינו חולה בירוקה, somebody is not sick in ירוקה, מותר לו לשתות בשבת מי דגלים לרבות צימונו. Somebody is not sick and he's just thirsty, he's allowed to go and drink from that because he's not doing it for medicine. He's just thirsty. Even though he's going to go to the bathroom afterwards, he says, you know what, I'm thirsty enough. Not such a big deal. וסך שמן עיקרים. And he's also allowed to anoint himself with oil of עיקרין. What's oil of עיקרין? שמן שנתבשם בשורשי בשמים. This is an oil that you put all kinds of spices in it. מותר לאדם לסוך על בשרו בשבת. A person is allowed to anoint himself with this on Shabbat. Again, but why is he allowed to do it? שלא לרפואה. Not in order of medicine. אם אינו עושה את זה לשם רפואה. If he doesn't do it for medicinal purposes. He just does it for, because he likes his skin which is soft, whatever it is, cream, like we use today. Practically, I don't think that we're allowed to anoint ourselves on Shabbos today, but we're probably going to get it later on. Or maybe this Mishnah, we don't go like this Mishnah.